rock and roll's gotten to such a weird thing now because so many people analysing it, and you know, especially in America, there's the most. Oh, it's a lot made of nothing as far as I'm concerned. You know, people writing in newspapers filling up space, but I mean they're reviewing one song, taking, you know, 6 columns. You know, the sociological meaning, the religious meaning, the political meaning, and then what I personally think, and they wrap it all up, you know. I mean, it's just ludicrous for me. It seems to be too much appreciation from the older generation as far as I can make out. You can't get rid of them at concerts, asking these questions about, you know, what made you write this, and did you read Baudelaire's Land of Cocaine? I can detect the influence of Rabelais there. It's just rubbish, you know.
I noticed you've got Baudelaire on your shelves and the history of the devil and the idea of evil, so obviously you're not disinterested in the idea of evil.
No, I'm interested. I'm interested in the idea, all those kind of ideas. It's a usual thing, I think, at this time of one's life, to be interested in that. I mean, after you read certain poetry, you know, then you get interested in it factually, you know. I mean, everyone reads all those things when they're young. Everyone that goes to college. I'm just a college dropout.
But a lot of people feel uncomfortable at the words of your song and the tones of your songs, don't they?
Do they? I don't think so.
Do you get asked a lot of personal questions?
Yeah, a lot of political ones, you know, which I just don't have any interest in politics, you know. I don't follow it, so I'm wildly out of date, you know.
But why do people talk to you about politics?
Because they think, you know, in their sort of interview mentality, that I have some sort of view which other young people think the same, which may or may not be true. I mean, I'm the same because I'm the same as them, you know, rather than them following me. I follow them, you know, or I reflect them or something, or I'm just the same as them, you know.
But they ask you to speak for your generation.
Yeah, all that, you know, which is just rubbish because I just don't, you know.
Do people have preconceptions about you?
I can't tell. I'm sure they have. Fantasies they have. I'm not saying interviewers necessarily. Ordinary people, just people in the street, have certain fantasies. I think they have fantasies about everyone connected with rock and roll or films, you know. I think that's what films and, you know, show business, or what you want to call it, is about, you know, as far as they're concerned. And the media have always never tried to destroy that, you know. They always think, oh, you know, just think of so-and-so's, what they've done, what Errol Flynn's sex life was, you know, or what, you know, it's big fantasies for them, you know. They can project themselves into that, you know. A guy come up to me in the pub and say, will you please leave this pub? I'll say, why? I want something to eat. And he says, I don't like your way of life. Well, I mean, he doesn't know me. I mean, he's only got my way of life from the News of the World, or wherever he's got it from, or maybe he's just imagined the whole thing. I don't know how he knows what my way of life is. Only in as far as the media, so it's a fantasy.
But you must be very unobservant if you don't notice the way other people behave towards you.
I am very unobservant. I'm really, how do you say, thick-skinned. Either I've grown to be, or I am naturally very insensitive to other people's feelings, especially people that I don't know. Except in an audience, you know, and I take notice of them because I've come to see them, so I take notice of how they react.